Just want to do a quick update today. You're going to hear the dogs eating their dinner in the background. Oh, my table's dirty. Today was good. It's pretty smoky here, so just took like the dogs for a quick walk. Worked all day. Haven't hardly seen him at all this week, so that's been kind of nice. I did talk to him, and he had said today one of his parents' neighbors who he's like friends with came into town and wanted to have lunch with him. So he spent like an hour with him having lunch. He's like, oh, he just wanted to check in and make sure I'm okay. And I just kind of stood there for a second, and I was just like, well, are you? He's like, yeah, it's just hard. And I'm like, I have no sympathy to you. Like, this is what you wanted. Like, suck it up and get over it. Like, that's probably sounds so mean, but this is what you wanted. Why are you getting so much sympathy? Or maybe he twisted it to say I'm divorcing him or something. He's pretty manipulative that way. He doesn't want to look like the bad guy ever. So I was just... Anytime he says things like that, I just get so irritated. Which probably isn't, okay, but it is what it is right now. So I'm like, whatever. This is what you wanted. My niece just stopped by. She brought me some whiteout so I can fix the couple of issues on the paperwork. And then I have to look at how to actually file those. Because I'm not sure what the next step is. So I'm going to have to look that up online or contact someone there. I'm just checking the paperwork they provided me so far. And file the originals. Okay. But yeah, I'm still feeling good, feeling happy. When I took the dogs for a walk, it must have been like a mom with her kids and then maybe her mom, the grandma. They were outside and they're like, oh, you have such pretty dogs. And I stopped to chat with them. They're like, oh, are they friendly? And I said, yeah, because they go to the dog park all the time and they're friendly. And Lucy is so excited. She loves people and she loves kids. But Ethel was very standoffish and didn't go close to them and got a little, not growly, and not real barky, but a little vocal towards them, a little standoffish. And I was really surprised by that. So then I was thinking, I think it's because usually he is around. And I think since it was just me, she's more protective of me. And I've noticed that at other times when I started thinking about it, I'm like, I think if he was there, I think she would have been better. She can be more cautious with people, but I think she's being more protective of me. And I thought that was really nice. And even the grandma was like, good job protecting your mom. I'm like, that's so sweet. And she wasn't being aggressive towards them or anything, but she was definitely like, I'm good right here and you're good right there, But Lucy was all over it. Yeah, we just did a shorter walk because it's just so smoky, but I think that's supposed to be lifting some. Oh, I picked a tomato. Let me go grab it. Look at this tomato I picked. It is as big as my hand. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? Gorgeous. I was so excited when I saw this. It was way down at the bottom. I was like, oh my God, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. It's huge. Yeah. And there's more of these down there. So I'm waiting another day or so to do one last comb through. This was from today's picking. And then I think I'm actually going to put the sauce together. I have everything else prepped out for it. But yeah, my niece and her family, so my brother and everyone, they're going camping this weekend. Then my mom comes in on Sunday. So I'm going to be kind of solo for the majority of the weekend. So I'm going to have to figure out what to do with that. That's going to be a good test for me. one of my things from my therapist this week is to do like something without him that's like within the community. So right now I'm thinking of going to the farmer's market on Saturday by myself, which I've never done, never gone by myself. And that feels kind of like the easiest step into it. And then I need to try to go on a longer drive by myself. And I'm a little nervous for that. Of course, when I was there talking to her, like, I felt totally confident, like, I can totally do this, blah, blah, blah. And now I'm just like, I don't know. It sounds scary. But part of working on myself and growth and trying to push myself to do these things. Because it's just going to be me. So, yeah. Oh, and then I don't know if I said, I have these cute little string lights that I have for outside that, you know, in summertime, there's no point in using them because it gets dark so late. So I finally hung them the other day, and I had asked him for help, like, oh, maybe next weekend we can do that. And I was just sitting here, I'm like, I am so sick of having to wait for him to do things. So I got everything out, found all the stuff, you know, had to get a step stool and like the fire poker to help lift up part of it, but I got it all hung up by myself, and I'm so happy. You know, I asked him to do one thing in the past couple of weeks, and that's weed whack. I'm like, can you weed whack? 2 weeks ago. Still not done. Almost 3 weeks. Still not done. I'm like, I'm just so sick. I feel like I've just been waiting around for the past 16 and a half years for him, for everything. I'm sick of waiting. I'm sick of being on someone else's time every second of my life. So, now Lucy wants out. They're all done eating. But yeah, so there's progress there. I think. I'm feeling good. Got my blood test results back from the doctor. Pretty much what I was expecting. Except one of my liver tests came back elevated, which I was kind of surprised by, but I guess I don't know, you know, I don't drink, and I use painkillers. I don't know. I was surprised with how elevated it was. So just working on that, and yeah, that's all. Here's my tomato. I'm so proud of this sucker. I can't even tell you. It's so gorgeous. But yeah, I gotta go take care of the dogs now. Should be able to do an update tomorrow. And yeah, we'll see what happens this weekend. If any ideas, coping mechanisms you got, things to do to fill the time so I don't feel sad and lonely, because I'm worried about that for me coming up. But anyways, thanks for being here. Thanks for watching. And I will see you tomorrow. Bye.